I am now proud to introduce our student commencement speaker, Sabreen Abdullah from St. Louis Community College at Florissant Valley. Like many of you, Sabreen enrolled at St. Louis Community College eager to learn and experience college in a meaningful way. In her first year, Sabreen joined the Student Government Association at Florissant Valley and soon became its vice president. She is a member of the Pi Kappa chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society for two-year colleges. She's been on the Dean's List for 2 years, was involved in the Global Classroom Club, and recently traveled to Italy for a 17-day language immersion trip with St. Louis Community College. Sabreen studied English and political science and is learning to speak Italian. She grew up in Chicago, then lived with family in Palestine in the Middle East before moving to St. Louis. Sabreen's choice for higher education after St. Louis Community College include St. Louis University, Washington University in St. Louis, DePaul, and Loyola University in Chicago. Please join me in welcoming Sabreen Abdullah.
Good evening, Board of Trustees, Chancellor, college leadership, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, college graduates, and of course, family and friends. Ciao, hola, assalamu alaikum. Hello, and I'm honored to be here with you all today. During my first month at St. Louis Community College, I was rushing out of the library after having printed my very first college essay. I was in such a rush that I stepped on my skirt and ripped it. With only a minute now to get to class, I held my essay in one hand and the bottom of my long skirt in another, and I ran. Once I entered class out of breath, I sat down next to a visitor I didn't recognize and started talking to her about how embarrassed I was and how nervous and anxious I was about turning in my essay. She encouraged me not to worry and told me everything will be all right. What I didn't know at the time was that she's the Dean of the Liberal Arts Division at the Florissant Valley campus. That interaction sums up my whole experience here at STLCC. Something I noticed from the very start was community. I've had amazing experiences and opportunities here at St. Louis Community College, and I hope all of you have had the same. And I want to share with you 3 of my most memorable experiences today. During my first week of college, I went to the campus life office hoping to participate in student government. I was a freshman, I didn't know anybody, and I didn't even know what position I wanted. Within a month, I became the vice president of the Student Government Association. Any student government folks here today? On another hand, I went to the honors office just to ask a quick question, and I was invited to host the honor symposium for all 4 college campuses that semester. And yet, this past spring, a childhood dream I never thought was possible. I went to Italy and spent 17 days there with other STLCC classmates and faculty. Each person I've met has wanted me to succeed even when I wasn't sure I had that in me to make that happen. We all went through obstacles to get here today. Whether it's self-doubt, transportation, to get to class on time, spending hours in public transportation to get to class on time, or financial aid issues. We all have our own stories that make us unique. And yet here we are today, college graduates. At STLCC, we're a community, we're a family. but let's spread that community everywhere we go. We live in a day and age where it's common to see dislike and hate towards other people in public. People who have different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different color, different religions. Whether it's racism or wars going on the other side of the world, we're all impacted. So why are people following the masses? As college graduates, we have the opportunity to change the world. It's better for people to open their eyes to what's out there than close their eyes to the truth. Let me tell you all a truth that I've been thinking about. Has anyone here been labeled before? I'm Muslim, I'm Palestinian, and I'm American. And I'm sure many of you have had labels given to you, whether you fit into them or not. But the truth that I've discovered at STLCC is that there are no labels. Success is when you put trust in yourself, regardless of the stereotypes and the labels that are put onto you. Graduates of 2018, I leave you with a message. Who would we be if the world never gave us labels? As we each move forward onto new chapters of our lives, onto new beginnings, let's each be people who build community and break down barriers. Let's be people who support others and do away with hate. Let's be people who want others to succeed, especially in a world filled with conflict and pain. Let's be there for those who need us. Congratulations, graduates of 2018.